This is part of a series of 12 short audios in which I attempt to answer the 12 most common objections a person makes against becoming a Christian. Number 6. There are too many hypocrites in the church. Well, first of all, presuming that you're correct in your assessment of people who you probably don't know very well, there are also lots of genuine people in the church. But let's look at it another way. If you were drowning and a lifeboat pulled alongside you as you were gasping for air, would you be likely to check first who was in the lifeboat before you got in? It's a valid question. The actual structure of an ancient church reflected that of a boat, which is why the central aisle is called the nave, based on the Latin navis, ship. It's an ark of salvation. And I can't imagine that the elephants complained about the mice on board the ark. They all got on fine because there was a greater enemy than the other animals in the ark. Or here's a bit of humour on the subject. I searched for the perfect church, and when I found it, I joined it. Now it isn't perfect anymore. And there's many a true word spoken in jest. When somebody says that he resists coming to Christ because the church is full of hypocrites, this is measuring Jesus by his disciples, not good. When the Greeks came to the disciples, they looked past them and said, "We want to see Jesus." They didn't say, "You fellas are no better than the rest of us. We're not interested in your beliefs." You'll find that in John chapter 12, verse 21, and that should be our attitude. We want to see Jesus. Now, whether or not there are hypocrites in the church, you should bear in mind that you're seeing the tiniest fragment of the church as a whole, and there are people this very day who are prepared to die for their faith. In the Middle East alone, a Christian dies every 5 minutes. These people are churchgoers, and they are not hypocrites. One dies every 5 minutes, yet the church continues to grow. People are joining in spite of the mortal danger. In China, the church is so vigorous that the CCP, or Chinese Communist Party, has declared it the biggest national security threat. The church has to meet in secret, often walking miles into the forests. These people are not hypocrites. The author of the book of Hebrews describes them like this: "The world is not worthy of them." Chapter 11, verse 38. I love that expression. Nevertheless, hypocrites do exist in the church, as in every other institution. Only we are never so exacting with those institutions as we are with the church. We expect her to be perfect, even if we aren't. What does Jesus say? He said this: "Let the tares grow along with the wheat until God himself separates them at the end of this age." Matthew chapter 13, verse 24. The tares, or weeds, are the hypocrites, and the wheat are genuine Christians. Now, it's not an ideal situation. Nothing in this world is. But Jesus was warning about becoming too perfectionist with church membership. If we try too vigorously to separate the tares from the wheat, or try keeping the tares out in the first place, we're in danger of causing lots of damage. And we can end up with a group of people who are exclusive, not inclusive. It's what they used to call a holy huddle. Not nice, not godly, not reflective of God's warm and generous nature. I'll be perfectly honest. In a church of intensely devout Christians, I might feel a little uncomfortable. The church is the church, warts, pimples, and all. Now, the person who objects to people he presumes are hypocrites is in double danger. He's using it as an excuse to resist coming to Jesus, and he's being ultra-critical. The measure we use for others will be the measure used for us. The ultra-critical person will have to stand before an ultra-critical God. The thought is frightening. We were taught to pray, "Forgive us our trespasses," or, if you like, "Forgive us our hypocrisies, as we forgive those who have trespassed or been hypocritical against us." The measure we use, you see, will be used for us. But here's another thought. Be kind. None of us knows anyone else fully, their struggles, their burdens or history, their fears and anxieties. Life is hard. Things happen and people find ways to cope. Sometimes those ways strike the observer as being an indication of hypocrisy, but God's love never fails. He never forsakes them. God is kind and patient, and we are called to imitate him. If we judge them harshly, we are only showing that we too, in a sense, are hypocrites. Paul put it bluntly, "Who are you to judge someone else's servant? To their own master servants stand or fall, and they will stand, for the Lord is able to make them stand." Romans 14 verse 4. Why not let God be the judge? We're all sinners, and God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Romans chapter 5 verse 8. Just one final point. Maybe your objection about hypocrisy is well founded. Maybe somebody said or did something that hurt you deeply, and that's why you don't want to darken the door of a church, as the saying goes. If you find it difficult to forgive them, we all do, talk to God about it and leave it with him. Eventually, you will need to forgive them, but God will help you to do that after you've come to him. His presence changes everything. God loves you.